What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday so far. We're going to quickly go over some of the teams that I will be using here for the Maestro boss. And of course, as well, we do have gameplay from the last time Maestro was up. So I'll attach that in the description as well here if you guys need the actual gameplay as well, if you guys want to prepare for that way. But yeah, it's not going to be anything crazy. I think I'm going to be probably doing some similar team comps. But yeah, these ones are usually going to get you most likely over well, depending on the characters you have. But I mean, this first team here, the stun lock team, I mean, that's probably the best team right now currently, and it will get you over 1.7 to 2 billion damage. Pretty easy here, and this takes advantage of the fact that Professor Xavier is able to bypass the trauma. And when they have defense down, characters can get the trauma again here. This is actually a really sick way to get the trauma back onto other characters, even on some of the breaker events, right? Where even if you have the one trait there where it makes it so that you can't apply trauma, well, Professor X can still apply trauma because of the fact that they have the defense down. So yeah, just make sure you guys are where was that? I think I have it right here. Oh yes, enemies with defense down that normally can't get trauma can now get trauma. So this is really good even in the Surfer Breaker. We used it in the last Scorpion Breaker as well. So I mean, pretty cool stuff there. You can bypass it that way. And yeah, then we just take advantage of some of the other characters that can hopefully bypass it. Jugs and Lady Bullseye, and then of course Hitmonkey have ways to extend the stun combo there. So that's why we stun. We have characters that can stun, and then we have ways to lengthen the stun here by applying like their specials, chaining up to 4 targets and prolonging duration of all negative effects up to a maximum of 3. And this is where, in that unique situation where even if they have ability block or a stun, it can still lengthen it, because unless the description says otherwise, then they are able to prolong it, which is kind of cool. There's some pretty cool abilities here from some pretty older characters, but nonetheless, this will help if you guys need the gameplay to see that sort of stuff. And this is, if you guys haven't played Maestro or played against him before, and this is your first time, that will be a good idea to kind of see that. And you should be able to net over 2 billion damage usually. Yeah, you just got to be very careful, because if you don't lengthen the stun, then you have to reapply the stun, and that also adds 10 rage back onto Maestro. And the faster he gets the rage, he can go in rage, and then he just annihilates everybody. Unless you've got the Eternals, then that's a different story altogether. So that's the first team in a nutshell. And again, if you need the gameplay, check the description out. The next one, we'll use our Mephisto plus our Fantastic 3 and our Odin. Don't really know if I need to talk too much about this team, other than the fact that they were the former Arena meta before Symbiote 6. We've got Odin and Mephisto, which are obviously two of the best characters as well here, and the former Dark Dimension finalists as well here. Yeah, they pack a punch. And still, I think to this point, I think these two characters are still very, very impactful, despite being a few years old. And of course, yeah, I think it's even more evident now that it would be nice if we were able to get more diamonds, right? Either on Odin or Mephisto. Now that we had that Blue Marvel event back and we get diamonds on him, hey, it'd be nice if we were able to get something like that for like Odin, right? So that's pretty cool there. Daring Warriors, they get the passive bonuses from being in the battle world itself. And on top of that, I could probably bring up my clips if I wanted to. But yeah, it's just, we don't really need this team anymore now that the Surfer Breaker has been basically done with, and we'll have to see it. We'll have to see if they bring it back. But otherwise, yeah, my clips could obviously be a little bigger, but that doesn't impede the fact that this team can still be a top. They can still get lots of points here, even though my clips is a little bit under leveled compared to the other 4. Then we can also take advantage of the fact that we have our Symbiote 6. This is another good one here, just because they are a former Arena meta. They get lots of hits. They got lots of buffs going on with the team as well. They've also got like the trauma removal, and they've also got there's not much that this team doesn't have, honestly. The only thing that they don't have is the mobs for them to fuel their speed bar, but otherwise, yeah, you can pump all your resources into this team. They are a very, very solid lineup overall. Actually, probably one of the best teams for Battleworld is the Insidious 6. These guys just keep coming up over and over and over again. I think I need to make a a beginner video or something, just talking about how good these guys are, because the Insidious 6 are right now, I think, probably one of the best teams that you can level up as a returning player, as a new player, and right now even as a late game player, because we use them extensively as well for the Spider Tower, right? But anyways, I did recently bring up my Hobgoblin to 110 thanks to that pesky Spider Tower. So we'll see how the team performs this time. And of course as well, they're always seem to do some pretty good damage dents to Maestro. So remember, you got to pick 5 best teams, but yeah, these are just some options here. I also tried this this Blue Marvel Phoenix Force one last time, and it didn't do too bad. I don't know if I liked it, but I have it there so you guys are aware of it. And of course as well, if you have the Timeless Eternals, because they are a Battle World focused team, and they are going to be the next the next key team, they said, for whatever the chapter, and of course as well for the next Battle World boss. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to level these guys up. What I will say is there should be a leaderboard event today. So if you are going to, bring some of these guys up, make sure you're doing it after the event is live, so you can kind of double dip a little bit. I think there was something in the data mines confirming that there's going to be some inputs for leveling to 110 and to 100. So you might as well wait if you can. And of course as well, we were able to get the Kingo shards as well from the Spider Tower. I guess we can bring them up here. Yeah, we can bring him up a little bit here, but yeah, I may or may not level him up just yet. But yeah, obviously it was nice that we were able to clear that Spider Tower, and actually I hope you guys are able to clear it as well here. Hopefully you guys are working through it as well and getting some good some good amount of RNG or whatnot. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'll attach, like I said, the previous Battle World gameplay if you guys need it, and hopefully the team helps you guys out here. I think I will try my best here to get some footage out for you guys, but yeah, I don't know if I'll do any commentary, because yeah, it's just a long, boring Battle World boss fight like we usually do, and yeah, it's kind of repetitive now at this point. I think we've already ran it 5 or 6 times, so it is what it is. But hey, if you haven't seen it, like I said, I already got the video up from the last time, and if you guys need it, you can click on it there. Other than that, hope you guys have a lovely rest of Friday. Hopefully this was helpful. I will see you guys in the next one.